And so hi, this is Nick, talking to you and spending time with you now, as we journey together in this guided meditation and self-hypnosis experience for change, for starting over, for building and rebuilding, for embarking on new adventures, or simply for clearing your mind so that you can wind down towards a night of your most nourishing sleep in a more positive, more settled, quieter and happier frame of mind. Because as always, I have created this trance session in the spirit and in the belief that wherever you are in the world, whatever you are facing, and wherever you are going, tomorrow will be a better day than today. And so I invite you now to start this journey of transformation and calm by easing into a comfortable resting position, and by giving yourself all the room you need to ease out to your full and natural length, with your spine gently extended, your arms relaxed by your side or resting lightly across your chest or lap, and your legs uncrossed. And whether your most restful orientation finds you seated or lying down, or even somewhere in between, you can go ahead and start to begin by making the decision now to disengage and detach from all recent daytime activities, to follow my words and my suggestions as best you can, to willingly and openly immerse yourself into this relaxing self-hypnosis, and to give yourself now all conscious or subconscious permissions to take this valuable time out over the coming while we spend together. Because it is important to me for you to know that although you will be listening to my voice here and following my guiding words, this is your time to enjoy all of the amazing benefits of trance on your own terms and in your own unique way. Since it is you, and only you, who truly knows how to initiate all of those delightfully sleepy sensations, how to summon all of that relaxing calm, to bring to the surface all of those soothing waves of tranquility from deep down in those nurturing inner spaces, through all of those internal pathways and avenues that begin to open when you align your conscious with your subconscious, when you slow down your spinning mind, and when you ease your focus away from the outside world and orient your awareness and all sensitivities a little more to the inside, allowing your senses to attune to all of those familiar and welcoming inner rhythms. As you take a few private personal moments now to just notice and become aware of your present feelings, and in particular, any of those lingering types of thoughts and sensations that so often seem to be persistently calling out for your attention at the end of the day. Any images that might be forming there on the blank canvas of your resting mind. Just acknowledging also any recurring self-dialogue, any of those inner conversations, or any of those feelings of unease that can sometimes embed themselves so deeply. As you choose now to detach from and to release all conscious thinking and feeling with a series of deeper, slower, more focused and more naturally soothing breaths. And to fill those expanding inner spaces with hope and belief, and with the seeds of positivity that really can be so easily planted with just a few words of inner kindness and encouragement, with the easy visualization of your most serenely imagined destination, with the feeling of comforting reassurance that comes with a soft and compassionate inner smile, with the lightness of a pleasing positive thought, or with an illuminating spark of inspiration. Because it is my genuine hope that you are already beginning to recognize, within the inner calm of those expanding, comforting moments, that you are so much more than just your thoughts, and that you really do have all of the tools and resources within your settling mind and body to self-soothe, to self-calm, and to relax and journey deeper on down in so many pleasingly different ways. Because whether you are looking to this meditation and hypnosis to embed new positive behavior, to eliminate limiting beliefs or damaging self-talk, or simply to more easily drift away into a night of refreshing and replenishing sleep, every journey towards inner change or inner peace begins only when your mind becomes clear, when your mind becomes quiet, and when your spirit and focus remain solely in the present. As you really do find yourself moving away from any of those lingering daytime distractions, and away from all temptations to reflect regretfully on the past, or to negatively forecast the future, to simply exist in this very present moment now, with all of your energies directed inwards, just enjoying being you in your simplest, your purest, and your most authentic form. And perhaps you're already noticing that with this clarity of thinking, with this descending voyage into the quiet harmony of your truest self, comes an emerging awareness of a subtle shift in perception, that your tired eyes really are now beginning to feel just a little bit heavier. And maybe also with the casual observation that those oh so heavy lids are drawing together with every deeper, slower passing breath. Their gradual closing, easing you towards all of those surreal sleep corridors that you have passed through so very often, until whether now or in just a short present while, you might find that those softly blinking sleepy eyes, they inevitably find themselves succumbing to sleep's seductively enticing calls. And so if you haven't already done so, you can go ahead now and let your tired eyes fully close whenever you are ready. Or if you prefer, to allow them to rest gently open or half closed, so that you can revel in the soothing, softening of your vision that accompanies the release of that short-range focus, and the freedom of just allowing your attention to land wherever it so chooses. Perhaps somewhere over there, just somewhere over there in the distance, because it really doesn't matter where your gaze lands when you are already looking inwards now. And you might even find that as you do release the focus of those half-open eyes, you begin to notice the emergence of an expanding inner and outer awareness. Perhaps an acknowledgement of being truly present in this very moment, as your field of vision gradually widens to encompass everything around you, everything above you and below you, everything in front of you and behind you. Until you find yourself focusing on everything and nothing at the very same time, and just purely being, existing here in time and space, at one with all that is around you, in the purity of this very moment. And of course, if your eyes are already closed, you might experience this expansion of your most personal awareness slightly differently. Maybe instead as an inner softening of the eyes, just a gentle relaxation of those tired muscles there, and an observation of the colours and tones dancing on the back of those closed eyelids, as your eyes find their most naturally comfortable resting position. Or you might enjoy using your imagination to create an image of your very own far-off horizon that you can play right here in the wide panoramas of your very own mind. Perhaps of rolling desert dunes tumbling against a rich blue sky, or of sitting on top of a snow-crested mountain on a crisp winter morning, looking out over lush green valleys, meadows, forests and streams. Or maybe even of standing on the upper deck of a cruise liner on a beautiful summer evening, peering out across mile upon mile of still blue ocean. as you coast towards the crimson and orange hues of a distant setting sun. And you should know also, as you continue to journey deeper and deeper now, as your senses attune with even more sensitivity to life around you, and to any background noise or ambient sounds, that you can absorb those safe, comforting tones in the same way that you would notice the distant hum of traffic, the buzz of a television show in another room, or a nearby conversation. Birds chirping happily outside, children playing and laughing, or raindrops tapping against a nearby window. Because it truly is a misunderstanding that deep hypnosis like this has to be a completely silent experience. In fact, you might find it reassuring to know that the familiarity of those household sounds will immerse you further into trance here as you continue to revel in this experience of self-relaxation and self-awareness, which is so perfectly normal and routine, and which second by second and minute by minute is bringing to you so much peace and serenity. And even if at times, within the emergence of this growing inner stillness, you find that your mind does begin to roam and wander, you can so easily, if you wish, give yourself the gentle reminder to simply accept the spontaneous, random arrival of your thoughts, and then bring your energy and awareness back to the moment, back to my guiding voice that is always here for you, patiently waiting for your return, like an old friend. And whether you are closely and intently following my words, or whether you are already in a place of relaxed solitude, where my voice is just washing over you, like waves lapping against a sandy shore, or soft, late afternoon sunlight, and a gentle sea breeze brushing against your cheek. I wonder if you have wondered just how deeply you can send yourself down into your subconscious, through how many descending layers of calm can those long, deep, cleansing inhalations and exhalations really take you. Because although you may not be consciously aware of just how deeply you can voyage down into your inner self here, I do know that your subconscious knows that there is a state of relaxation that is 10 times, 20 times, even 30, 40 or 50 times deeper than this. And so, as you naturally settle into the breathing rhythm and tempo that you find the most calming right now. And as you become increasingly aware of your physical body, easing further into its most pleasing relaxations, I invite your subconscious to take you to that place now. And it's such an amazingly soothing sensation, is it not? To allow all of your thoughts to drift away and your mind to come to a slow and gradual standstill. To just enjoy the lazy retreat into your higher self that sets in motion all of those subtle cues that lead to your overnight replenishment, and the peaceful stillness that is beginning to envelop you from head to toe, as with any remnants of the day just past, you just let go. And this such pleasant release of all those lingering sensations of unease, and of those bothersome thoughts and phrases and words, might seem as though, one by one, you're untying the ropes of a line of tightly tethered hot air balloons. And as your fingers so nimbly and so skillfully begin to unpick those rough ropes, gradually loosening all of those knots, you can feel those balloons pulling so hard against those taut lines, so desperate to just float away to wherever discarded thoughts go. And with every balloon you release there in front of you, you can feel that heavy emotional burden slipping away, becoming lighter and lighter, easier and easier, until you finally release that last balloon, allowing the long rope to unravel and slip through your fingers. Leaving you wrapped in an overwhelming sense of calm. A special lightness and weightlessness that gives you the feeling that you could also float away now. As you gaze upwards at all of those balloons, all of those discarded, damaging and unproductive thoughts and feelings and emotions, soaring high into the sky, becoming smaller and smaller, until all of those balloons, they become just a tiny, insignificant speck in the distance, and eventually disappear. Or maybe that release of your most debilitating or persistent concerns is like looking out onto a tranquil, turquoise ocean from the edge of your own private beach. As you watch a receding tide drift away from the shore, noticing that the rhythm of each in-breath and out-breath is perfectly synchronized with the pulse of each incoming and outgoing wave. Each long, slow, deep inhalation, bringing that wave in. Each long, slow exhalation, sending that gentle wave back out again. As little by little, each passing breath becomes longer and longer. And that ocean tide, with all of its swirling shapes and patterns, moves further and further away. All of those unwanted thoughts and feelings drifting far out to sea, until you find yourself surrounded by acres of pristine white sand, looking out over a distant horizon of blue, an ocean oasis that lies before you, so calm and so tranquil and so silent. And so now that the vast expanses of your higher self are so peacefully accessible to you, you really do have free rein to visit and explore now all of those hidden depths. And as you continue to journey deeper down and deeper down, and letting go of everything that is no longer needed or no longer productive, you find yourself walking barefoot along that warm golden sand, wondering where this calming and relaxing walk might just take you. Just going with the flow, trusting your subconscious intuition to take you wherever you need to go, in the direction that feels so instinctively right now. And you're just enjoying the simple peacefulness and freedom of being outside in the late afternoon sun, with the aroma of light, salty air hanging in a warm oceanside breeze, as you see in the distance, just a little way over there, at the edge of a sandy bluff, a group of palm trees with a hammock strung between two large trunks. And it is so inviting. The thought of just climbing up there into that cozy hammock, to rest back and bask in the soft evening sunlight streaming through a filtered canopy of leaves, and observe a stream of white clouds passing across a rich, deep blue sky. Just watching those clouds drift aimlessly on by, paying no particular conscious attention other than a casual acknowledgement of their presence. Because it can be so very tempting, can it not, to study in the sometimes vulnerable moments of quiet solitude the tiniest details of those abstract clouds, looking for shapes and patterns, perhaps even for some kind of ethereal or heavenly meaning. Shapes and patterns that both you know and as I know, in reality do not exist, that are just a figment of our own, at times, too vivid imaginations. And in so many ways, the passing of those overhead clouds really does mirror the transience of your very own thoughts that are constantly flickering across the blue skies of your own inner consciousness. Their presence and journey as random as the creation of your very own spontaneous thought energy. Because while it may be true that we have little or no conscious control over the creation of our thoughts, we all know, deep down, that we can choose how to respond to them. For you can either add fuel to these thoughts by inviting them, welcoming them even into your conscious awareness, or you can starve them of the emotional energy they need to thrive and to stay alive, so that they lose their potency and power. Observing their passing from a comfortable and safe distance, remaining calm and detached as they eventually drift away into empty nothingness. Or with those more positive thoughts, those sparkling, treasured moments of inspiration and future hope, as they pass on by, you can acknowledge and attach to those dreams and ambitions the level of emotional energy and attention that you feel is appropriate or relevant, trusting in your subconscious intuition and wisdom to revisit those thoughts and to bring them back to your conscious awareness when the time is right, when you truly are ready to act upon those precious ideas and inspirations. Perhaps in those moments of pure calm and inner quiet stillness, where you can simply let those thoughts settle in the rich, fertile soil of your subconscious, in the kind of deep relaxation that envelops you as you lay back in that gently swaying hammock and allow your subconscious mind to roam free. As that gentle back and forth brings to you such a reassuring sense of comfort and safety, as though you're being rocked gently to sleep in the arms of a loving parent, or held close by an adoring partner or lover. And this feeling of pure love and acceptance is so nourishing and wholesome. It brings to you an inner glow of comfort and happiness that radiates throughout your entire body. As your resting body absorbs that soft, late afternoon sunlight, those healing and energizing rays that penetrate into every muscle. Because it really does feel as though a warm gel or a golden healing light is flowing through those sunbeams. And from the very top of your spine, you can feel that warm healing glow moving downwards, swirling around the muscles at the base of your head and the top of your neck, gently straightening and stretching all of those tense, tight fibers there, Any knots in your back and shoulders, just loosening as you become aware of that pleasing sense of release moving downwards. That wonderfully soothing warmth gently circling your shoulders and your chest, travelling down through your hips and legs, refreshing those tight thighs and calves. All of the individual tendons and strands in those muscles, loosening and untangling, as though they are being gently kneaded by a masseur's tender healing hands. Your whole body now heading into its deepest, heaviest relaxation. And so as daylight begins to fade into dusk, when that setting sun finally dips below that distant horizon, it is so blissfully calming to watch that deep blue sky transition into dark, seductive stillness. To see 100 trillion stars slowly come out to play, sparkling and twinkling against the rich black tapestry of the night sky. As sleep's enchanting tentacles gently draw you towards all of its mystical inner spaces. Those areas deep within that are so skilled at luring you away from all conscious awareness, at so subtly and so pleasingly changing all of your inner vibrations and frequencies. As you journey inwards, or perhaps even upwards there, into the stars, to roam among the cosmos, as with each long, slow in-breath, you absorb all of the universe's limitless healing and rejuvenating energies. And with each long, shallow cleansing out breath, you cleanse your mind and body of all troublesome feelings, all disconcerting and unsettling thoughts, all past concerns and negative attachments, all of those debilitating distractions, just floating away now, high into the air, leaving room only for peace, hope, and positivity. Because maybe it is the case now, those shining stars, they now represent all of your brighter tomorrows, all of the sparkling moments of positivity and joy in your life that are yet to come, all of your hopes, all of your opportunities, and all of your success. And it feels so good now, does it not? To fully embrace this new sense of calm and stillness, and this new sense of hope and belief. All of those sensations of healing warmth, and all of that nourishment that comes when you exist only in the present, when your pathway to serenity is no longer blocked or obstructed by anxiety or fear. When you can transition so swiftly into your deepest, your most personal, and your most creative inner spaces, and explore so freely all of those subconscious corridors, as you simply rest back now and allow sleep's irresistible call to beckon you down into its protective fold, into your personal haven of healing, your own private inner sanctuary, where your mind can recharge and refresh and absorb all of your intuitive inner wisdom, where you can float so peacefully within the quiet expanses of your still mind, and explore whenever you are ready all of the hidden levels and floors of your loving and welcoming subconscious, because you really are ready to be cleansed, refreshed and healed now by your body's soothing and calming patterns. As any lingering or distracting or negative thoughts just drift away. And as you just float into the purest, deepest sleep, your internal rhythms carrying you so soundly and so gently, as all of the beautiful sounds and vistas of the universe settle around and within you, soothing and guiding you to complete rest. Because you're free now to so beautifully enjoy this upcoming deep sleep, to dream with such positive hope and expectation, while you heal and replenish so fully and so wholly from within, as you just float deeper and deeper and deeper. And so all that remains is for me to wish you good night. Sleep well, my listening and resting friend. And until the next time, with my deepest and my very best regards, Nick.